Welcome to another episode of Life and Whiskey. As always, I'm Jordan, and today we're going to look at yet another Wyoming distillery, Pine Bluffs Distilling in Pine Bluffs, Wyoming. Check them out online. They're a pretty neat little place, and I shouldn't say little. It looks like they're producing a fair bit of whiskey, and they got a good number of varieties. They're a grain to glass kind of farm to table type concept. They do local grains. They do their own stuff. They do their own malting. Um, and it's a moderately small operation, but it looks like they're putting away quite a bit of whiskey. So I think there'll be some really nice stuff coming from them in the years going forward. But I don't know how big a distribution they got, but I'm really glad that we were able to get this here locally. As you can tell, I've already opened it and tried it a little bit, and it's a pretty nice little whiskey. So it's a straight bourbon, 40% ABV. I'm pretty sure they got, 2-year age statement. So decent color on it for only being 2 years. And again, the flavor profile for being 2 years is quite nice as well. So, yeah. So all the grain is sourced no more than 30 miles from the distillery itself, and they're doing a really good job. So kudos to them. Check out their backstory. It's kind of family run. One of the family members, I think a cousin, was a brewer, and they brought that expertise in. Young people doing something new, doing something different. So and doing it well. So check them out. Hopefully you can find it in your area. $34.44 here locally. And let's see what they got going on here. Kind of a grain. Grain and malt and I say brown sugar, but I think it's more of a molasses with some oak and an apple, like a floral apple, a eucalyptus apple, something like that. And it keeps changing on me. So the nose profile keeps changing. It keeps getting more floral and sweet. It almost is smelling like a couple of rye whiskeys, which is quite nice. I do not know what the mash bill is. I didn't look it up. It might be on their website, but I don't know. The nose is quite nice for being 40% 80 proof, like typically the nose and the flavor is tamped down when you're at the lower proofs, but I'm liking it so far. So let's see what we got here on the taste. Little bit of alcohol forward, but then it's just buttery, smooth caramel, and a sweet vanilla. And that note kind of carries through towards the end of the middle where you pick up some barrel spice, a little bit of graham cracker. No real spice on the end. There's not hardly any black pepper or ethanol on the very end. Starting to flatten out a little bit the more I'm drinking it. But I'm not. There's a little bit of cherry tucked, like dark cherry tucked in there. So what I was smelling is apple on the nose moved into a cherry, but that fruit is really, really hidden. That's not one of the dominant notes at all. You get grain in there, and that graham cracker. Man, it's a really nice, easy drinking bourbon. I highly recommend you check them out. If you're in Wyoming, see if you can find one of these, one of their whiskeys. They got quite a lineup of stuff. Excuse me, this is the only one that I could find here locally. But I'm pretty sure where I bought this bottle, if I asked them, as long as they're distributing, I should be able to get other varieties if I want. So I'll try and do a couple more reviews of these, I think, going forward, because that is really nice. And for 2 years, I do not believe if you put this in front of most people, they would have any idea that it was a 2-year-old whiskey. That I think they would say it was much more than that. So good on them for doing a great job making a very nice whiskey. Nice bottle, simple, easy label. They're doing it right. That's all I can say. So, come check out some of the stuff that Wyoming has to offer from its craft distillers. They're really knocking it out of the park, and I really, really am enjoying it. So, $34.44 here locally. If you can get this, I have no idea what their distribution is, but like I said, it looks like they're putting out a fair bit of whiskey, so maybe they're distributing out of the state. They're down by Cheyenne, so chances are if they are doing so, it might be found in like the Denver area or something like that. I would imagine that their distribution's not very big at this point, but I could be completely wrong about that. So check into it. But if you can get this in your area, or if you're here in Wyoming and pick up a bottle, drop down below what you can pick a bottle up for. And I'd be curious to see what your experience is with this. This is a great whiskey, easy drinking, and it makes a really nice, neat pour. So go ahead and give it a try. Anyways, thanks for watching. As always, have yourselves a great day.